MLB had 3 different mega rookies named Jackson. Jackson Chourio, Jackson Holliday, and Jackson Merrill. And they were all super electric during their rookie year. But now, after their sophomore season has officially completed and we're about to roll into the next, where are those guys now today and how are they holding up? Hi, my name's Sunny. I'm a Dodgers fan from California. I love everything baseball. I love collecting cards, and I'm also a race car driver. Feel free to check that out. So why are we taking a look at this class specifically? I really like 2024. They also had some other really good rookies. I think Ellie was technically classified as a rookie that year, even though he did debut in 2023. You had Yamamoto, and Jackson Holliday was actually projected as the #1 overall prospect in baseball. Jackson Chourio was the youngest to debut in that season at 20 years old, and he had a power and speed combo that was unmatched. Jackson Merrill had less hype than those two guys at the very beginning, and he was kind of a surprise, especially if you look at how his season ended that year. So starting off, let's take a look at the rookies. We're going to start off with Jackson Merrill. Like I said, he was one of the biggest surprises in that class. Nobody really expected him to be as powerful as he was. He had an average of 280, and he was an everyday starter almost immediately in his rookie season. And he also had really good strong contact and very good situational hitting. And he didn't just look like he was thrown to the wolves.
And defensively, Merrill's really been impressive too. He came up as more as an infielder and transitioned into the outfield, still managing to look comfortable out there pretty quickly.
Now looking at Chourio, which I also have a really cool card of him, I pulled this wood grain variation of his rookie. Just wanted to throw that in there because I love that card. Now going to Chourio, his season was more about the flashes. He had 20 plus stolen bases, 20 home run potential. He was streaky but electric when he was doing his thing.
Chourio also has a pretty solid field performance. He's got a lot of speed to cover a ton of ground and holds a strong arm. So even when the bat is streaky, he's still impacting the game pretty defensively.
He had everything he needed to be a good player. He just wasn't that consistent. And then you had Holliday, which of course his dad played before him and was pretty good. A lot of people were excited for him to come up through the ranks finally. One thing about him, and personally, I didn't see the hype. He wasn't doing that great with about a 200 average. He also had some adjustment issues versus the MLB pitching.
Holliday's defense is still developing, which is pretty normal at his age, but the instincts are there, and you could tell that he was beginning to get more comfortable, especially towards the middle and end of the season.
And that's kind of where the expectations finally hit reality. You didn't have a lot of people saying he wasn't as good, but you had a lot of people that still believed in him. For Merrill in 2025, the start of the season looked pretty promising, with him being a runner-up to Paul Skeens for Rookie of the Year. Throughout the season, he did have a slight dip in average, and he did get some injuries that were just impacting his overall rhythm. He was still good, but he wasn't running away with it as much as he was in his rookie season. For Chourio, it gets interesting in 2025 because he figured out how to be consistent in his power and speed combo.
Chourio's defense in 2025 has taken another step, and his range is still elite,
which made him a super solid player. And going to Holliday in 2025, this is probably the biggest bounce back. Holliday had way better at bats and improved contact, which was a huge thing after 2024.
Holliday is still developing defensively, but the consistency is improving, and that's a really good sign for his overall game.
And this is where you could see that his confidence was starting to boost up. Now, these 3 could be the next era of baseball, and the story's not done yet. Let's see how they do in this 2026 season, and let me know, who do you think will be the best Jackson? This is Sunny with the Outfield Sun, and I'll see you next time.